Welcome to Art That Plays and Prays. My name is Ginger. Thanks for dropping in. In this video, this is what I'll make. It's an urban sketch using Pigma Micron pens and two types of markers, Shinhan Touch and Copic Xiao alcohol-based markers with brush nibs. If you've been in my channel before, you'll know that many of my previous episodes have been about art that prays, about art that intersects with faith. That's what I mean by it. But our episode today is all about playing, and I'm bringing you to Malaysia. I recently visited my family in Kuala Lumpur after more than 2 decades of not seeing each other. And so it was really an exciting time to reconnect with the people I love and explore the city at the same time. So in this video and the succeeding episodes in this channel, I'll be taking you to Malaysia. Let's drive through the streets and experience their unique blend of culture and art. I actually wanted to try plein air painting. Plein air is an approach to art where you do the painting outdoors instead of a studio. So you bring your easel and art supplies right where the landscape is, right under the sun. This practice dates back to the early 1800s and was popularized by impressionists like Monet, Sisley, and Renoir. But in my case, plain art was just impossible. There were too many places to see in KL and so little time. And I didn't want to sit in one place for hours just to finish a painting. So friends, bear with me. I'll show snippets of my urban sketch as I tour around this beautiful city, and let's just pretend I did my sketch outdoors, plein air style. Now for this painting, I'm using Pigma Micron pens on Copic paper. Copic paper is smooth and can absorb much of the alcohol inks without bleeding through. Alcohol inks will definitely go on the back as they always do, but with Copic paper, at least they won't spill to the point of staining any sheet of paper you put underneath. I'll be coloring with marker pens, particularly Shinhan Touch and Copic markers, Copic Xiao. If you want to learn more about Shinhan, you can click the link on the top right corner of your screen right now so you can watch a review of this amazing product. I also have a review of Copic Xiao markers, and you can check my channel if you're interested to learn more. Now, okay, one thing I noticed about Kuala Lumpur, they have so much street art everywhere. I mean, it feels like you're getting free access to an art museum because at every turn you'll see many colorful graffiti, and that's what I've been showing you so far. You can find them on old chip walls, they're on surface parking lots, you can find street art on the sides of tall buildings or even on bus stops, under bridges and at back alleys. In many other countries, graffiti is just an act of vandalism, but in Malaysia, they elevate it into an art form, and it's available to anyone who'd care to appreciate them, and I bet that would be mostly tourists like us. Now, I'm not sure I got the details 100% straight, but I'm sharing this based on what I remember. A local guide told us that a few years ago, the government didn't tolerate graffiti, and those caught messing with the walls with spray paint and stuff, well, they were forced to clean up the vandalism and restore the walls to their former state. But when the city was featured in a magazine as having one of the longest street arts in Asia, local perspectives suddenly changed. The award was an honor for the country, so government officials had a change of heart. And they now encourage artists to bring their best work back into the streets, and that's precisely what I want to show you in this video, because having driven through those streets and having walked through those alleys, I can tell you the sight was really breathtaking. And to commemorate that experience, I've picked one part of the city that I think has the best wall art. At least in my opinion, it's one of the best out there. They call the place Kwai Chai Hong. I hope I pronounced that right. Kwai Chai Hong. It's a tiny alley in Chinatown. It's a really historic place with crumbling walls and old architecture. The city preserved it as a heritage site, but it has become one of the trendiest places to visit in KL. And since it's an open lane, anyone can go there. It's free admission, so that's cool. If you happen to be in Malaysia, check that place out. It's Kwai Chai Hong in Lorong Pangong. I think it's Lorong Pangong, near Petaling Street Market. It's a little known place, but I dare say it's a must in your itinerary. And they have cafes within the area that are great to visit too, because they have their own interesting wall art to match the vibes outside. And these cafes have backdoor access to the graffiti alley. So there's also this awesome bubble tea place in Kwai Chai Hong, which is perfect for those very humid days. And I tell you, the sun in Asia can really burn you. It was so hot when we went there, and that was in November. As you can see, every painting in this alley has a story to tell. Like, see, this guy here just gave my video a thumbs up. But this old man wants to put up a YouTube channel too and wants to collaborate with me. Well, awesome. One more cool thing about Kwai Chai Hong, the street art has an interactive component that engages the senses. You don't just want to look at the paintings on the walls, you want to touch them too. Like, they put a bench and a lamp beside some paintings so you can sit and immerse yourself in the scene. Up on the stairs at the second level deck, they place a vintage barber's chair in one corner, and on the other corner a string for jump rope, which you can actually swing and jump over. Now, each segment of this lane makes a pretty cool photo booth, so never visit this place without a camera. You'll regret it if you do. Now that's it, friends. Thanks for taking this sort of public museum tour with me. I hope this video gave you a newfound appreciation of graffiti, and I hope you realize that street artists have immense talent too. Like, yeah, I find it hard to paint on a 6-foot canvas. What more, these street artists who pulled out a huge stunt like this on a 3-story building, right? They're just amazing people, and their talent really blew me away. So that's it for now. Keep an eye out for more of my Malaysia tour videos in Art That Plays and Prays. We'll be playing a lot in this series, but don't forget to pray on your own. Till then, this is Ginger. God bless you and see you again soon.